My dream is that I wanted to lose my job. I wanted to lose my job because I wanted the Filipino community to be prepared, to be resilient, that they don't need someone like me anymore, an emergency professional working to make sure that the schools are safe, because they themselves, they already know how to make themselves safe. They know what to do in times of crisis. My name is CJ Feria. I'm from Teach for the Philippines and I belong to cohort 2017. So initially, I applied for the fellowship for myself because I wanted to get something valuable, to do something good. And then when I joined the fellowship, my why changed because I feel like every single day that I'm waking up and going to school, my why now becomes my students. They are the reason why I wake up in the morning, the reason why I wanted to be inside the school, inside my classroom and teach. I'm a city boy, so I live in the city, but during the fellowship, I was placed in an island community. I teach in an island school. In my third day, there was heavy rain. And then the thing is, you can literally see waterfalls inside my classroom. And you can really see my students, their feet are on their chair because my classroom is already flooded. And I'm competing with the sound of the rain, so I need to shout in order for them to hear my voice. That's an overwhelming experience for me because I have a different experience back in the city. So at first, I'm really shocked, but I need to continue because I see so much hope in the eyes of my students. Amidst the difficulties that they're experiencing, the rain, their feet are getting flooded, I can still see from their eyes that they want to learn. They still want our class to continue. And so that made me continue as well. Currently, I work in the Department of Education. My office is called Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Service. We are the office in charge of making sure that our schools and our learners are safe and that we work for the learning continuity amidst disruption. So basically, our work revolves around education and emergencies. Every single day, we receive reports because there are a lot of hazards in the Philippines. We experience typhoons, we experience earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, fire, even or armed conflict situations. So every single day, we receive reports from schools. These schools asking for support. Some days we receive requests from the teachers themselves asking us how we can train them on building culture of safety or perhaps doing mental health and psychosocial support services, or those kinds of things. Because aside from developing policy, our office is also in charge of capacitating these field offices in the Philippines and also the schools, what to do in ensuring a culture of safety in our schools, in our field offices. My favorite part is definitely talking directly to school leaders, to field office personnel, and also to some of the learners, right? It's always a happy moment for me listening to the stories and how we can be of help to them, They call us to share, for example, a new building has already been reconstructed and that they're so happy because they have a new building, a new classroom that they can use. I feel like the fellowship experience is what led me to be in this position. My experience inside the public school is the reason why I'm doing all the things for the Filipino children. For example, there's a disaster, you'll see me the next day I'll be on the field and assessing damages in our schools. And I feel like in that collective leadership landscape that we're talking about, I wanted to be that someone who is willing to be in very difficult situations just to make things easy for other people. I hope that one day all Filipino children will have access to excellent, to relevant, to resilient education. And when I say resilient education, that all students will now be safe. They don't have to think about whether they would go to school because their school is already destroyed after a disaster.